Hey everyone, welcome to the Easter Homestead page. We had a lot of requests from our family to just send videos and photos their way, and instead of sending a lot of that stuff in multiple different locations or multiple different text messages, we thought, hey, this is a great centralized spot where we can kind of get everything done at the same time. So with that having been said, welcome home. Welcome to the Easter Homestead page. Let me introduce you to our family. We'll post some content where you'll actually get to see them later, but I'm married to Alyssa, my wife. We've been married now for 10 years, and we have 4 children, Graham, Samuel, Dovey, and Eli, whom you'll meet later, probably. And we have a piece of property where we're able to engage in some hobby projects like raising chickens, which you see behind me now. We raise bees, we garden, we have some gardening projects, and we planted an orchard. We're leasing the rest of our property to a neighbor who's running his cattle, and we hunt on our property too. And so we've got quite a bit of different types of content that we can post. And I should say too, we're not really committing to being vloggers by any means. We don't really want to commit ourselves to that, but anytime that we're doing something fun, we feel like people might learn from it or enjoy seeing it. It's just good family content. So welcome to the page. The one thing that I'll share, the lesson for this video is my wife and I thought that a lot of these projects would be really time consuming or stressful for us. But when we got into it, we thought that they would be intimidating too. But when we got into it, we really learned that the way that we set up everything that we're doing, we set ourselves up in a way where the kids could get involved. It's really fun. It's not stressful. It's not time consuming. And actually we found it to be very therapeutic. And another thing that we learned too is we didn't really necessarily have to wait to get a piece of property to engage in a lot of these activities like gardening or raising chickens or even raising bees. I mean, you might have an HOA that prevents you from doing those things if you live in a neighborhood, but for the most part, a lot of these things you can do, in your average neighborhood across the United States. And so don't let not having a piece of farmland prevent you from doing some of these really fun things with your family. So that having been said, we hope to be able to share some things that will encourage you to engage in some of these things. If you have questions or if you have special requests on content, if you have, for example, a question on, how do you get a chick from their brooder all the way to the coop when they're ready, those are some things that we can share because we just did that this spring. We're also new to this, so what's really cool about this page is that we'll share some of our mistakes. We'll share some do's and don'ts. Mostly the don'ts are things that we did and we found out we should not have done them. But anyways, we're really excited to have the page. We're excited to have you as someone who's following the page. And if you have questions, let us know. So anyways, welcome home.